Hi, this is gonna be a free guided meditation for everyone that experienced a really bad breakup, anyone that was betrayed, lied to, cheated on, or simply had a horrible breakup. Someone that experienced just a really bad relationship or situationship. It basically refers to a lot of situations. It's going to help you realize you're not a victim. It's going to help you get out of that victim mentality and move on with your life. Let's start. Lie down, get yourself really comfortable, and close your eyes, please. Breathe in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. Relax, release. Get all of your worries out of your head. Try to have a blank canvas in your mind. And if you can't, that's perfectly all right. Just ignore all the thoughts that are coming in. Don't be forceful, shutting them out. Simply let them be and don't give them attention. Ignore them. And this is exactly what you're gonna do if you get thoughts about your ex. You're gonna let them be and ignore them. You're not gonna analyze them. You're not gonna go into them. But you will also not forcefully shut them down. You're just gonna let them be and not give them attention. So now, let's clear some things up. You're not a victim. I know you think you are because somebody did you dirty, basically, but you're not. Basically, what happened was you chose to allow this person to hurt you because you trusted them and because you couldn't let go of them. And you still can't let go of them. And that is why you are allowing this person to hurt you all over and over again, even though this person is no longer a part of your life. They're still hurting you because you're still giving them energy and you're still very much attached to them. And this needs to end. So, you're not a victim. You're not a victim. But it's also not your fault that this happened to you. You don't need to blame yourself because you were staying with them for too long or trusting them, even though your intuition told you you shouldn't. See, what happens in most of these cases is that there was just a karmic contract between the two of you, and this needed to play along. Breathe out, please, because this is a lot of information. So basically, before we are born, we will sign contracts with certain souls because we need to experience certain things. Usually they're unpleasant. And this is just part of our journey as souls. And we take it so personally while we're in this human form and we suffer so much. But later, later after you go into another state, dimension, whatever you want to call it, it will no longer be associated to your ego, and you will see the grand scheme of everything. So because you're in this human form, you're just taking it so personally, and it's just a lesson, it's just an experience. It's nothing more. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. It doesn't mean you're not attractive. It doesn't mean you're not lovable. It basically doesn't mean any of the things you think it means. It's just an experience you had to go through because of some big things that I can't really know or tell you. But it was not meant to hurt you in such way that you're feeling at the moment. And it's just your ego that's basically hurting. Detachment from the ego is really hard to achieve, but it's very much needed in situations like this. This person also, they had this contract and they needed to behave a certain way. Basically, it's like, think about it like you have a script and one person plays the bad guy and the other person plays the victim. Karmic contracts are sort of like that. So all that happened was a movie, a play, a TV show. Think of it that way because that is actually the way it is, even though you can't really comprehend that now in this human form. This person was just meant to play this part. So just understand you signed a contract with this person and you were both like, we need to experience this. And as you know, sometimes with these contracts, you will be the one that hurts someone else because you're playing another role. You're not always playing the same role because you need to collect a lot of experiences. So not just one, and with different people as well. So basically, what you need to do in this scenario is understand that it's a scenario. Number one, it was a contract, it needed to happen. It was just karmic. You could see it as fate, as destiny, because it kind of is. It's these contracts are beyond our control. As I teach you, you can control a lot of things, but some just need to happen. A lot of things just have to happen and we can't avoid them. We can't avoid our death. We can't avoid the death of our loved ones. We can't avoid a lot of stuff that are like painful and horrible. And these are one of those things. So it was a contract, okay? And, it's important to forgive. And I don't mean that you're gonna text this person and tell them you forgive them. Don't ever contact this person again, okay, unless they contact you and unless there is more in the contract, or if a spell has been made or whatever, but don't contact them first. So when I say forgive, I mean forgive spiritually, energetically. And yeah, they're gonna feel it. They're not gonna, understand it or know it, but they're gonna feel it on another level. Their higher self is gonna feel it. So you need to forgive because It was a contract both of you made for some reason that you can't understand now in this existence, in this form you're in at the moment. So basically, yeah, forgive. I know it's hard, but to detach from your ego, you really need to forgive this person. And more importantly, forgive yourself. Because, like I said, it was not in your control. Everything you did during this period was just meant to happen. So, whatever it is, whether you had a little, mental breakdown, whatever happened, I don't know what happened to each one of you, but whatever you did, whatever happened is basically was beyond your control, and you're gonna forgive yourself for everything you did, said, whatever. So how do we do this? You're gonna imagine this person standing in front of you, and they're gonna be turned with their back, okay? And you're gonna be imagining yourself in this crowded room. So there's a lot of people there. But you just know that this is this person because, you just do. You feel their energy. You are an energetic being and you can sense things, trust me. So in this visualization, they are in front of you. And what you're going to do is you're not going to look at their face. You're just going to look at their back. And this is because we want to detach. Therefore, we're always going to be backwards when we visualize this person, okay? Because they need to be walking away from our head, basically from our pattern of thinking, all of that stuff. So they're going to be turned with their back, and you are not going to see their face at all, okay? So they're standing in front of you with their back turned, so you only see their back. And you're gonna say their name 3 times. But in your mind, so they don't turn around, so they don't actually hear you, but their higher self hears you. And you're gonna say in your mind again, I forgive you. I know it's no one's fault, nor yours, nor mine. We're just having this human experience where we need to play certain roles. But we are all part of the same soul family. And in our core, we are all pure. And you're gonna take a deep breath in and out. And you really gonna feel this forgiveness in your heart. So you're not just gonna say it just so you feel better or whatever. You need to really feel it. And you need to really let go of any resentment towards this person. So even if this is a situation where you had spells done, you still need to let go of the resentment. And you need to let go of the attachment. And I know that sounds counterproductive, but that's how it is. Believe me, I've been a spiritual worker for 20 years that I've been practicing it, and I've been into it basically almost my whole life since I was a child. So I understand really good how it all works. So whatever you're trying to achieve, whether to really just let go and forget and move on with your life, or to have them back because you paid for a spell or you did a spell yourself, or even to just have some revenge, somehow manifest some revenge, whatever you're trying to achieve. This is crucial for anything, okay? You need to let go of the resentment. You need to forgive yourself and the person. Your mind needs to stop with this toxic thinking pattern that you currently have of being this huge victim, of hating them and loving them, and all these messed up things that are going on in your head. So you need to really get yourself into just better energy, just more pure energy, just better thinking patterns, and less focus on this person, giving focus yourself and someone else, maybe your friends, or whatever you want. And also other thing you need to do is definitely detach, because your attachment is just as bad as your negative thinking. Attachment is never good. If you're anxiously attached, it can't be a good relationship, right? Because you're not feeling good. And by learning to detach from this person, you are learning to detach in general, because detaching is really important in life. You don't want to be attached to anyone or anything. And this doesn't mean that you don't want to be in love, want to be like with someone fully and all those things. It's a whole different thing than being, attached, because this attachment is unhealthy. And you've probably noticed that. And this attachment continues even after a breakup, which is the biggest reason why your spell is not working. Okay, so this is what you need to reverse. And the way to do this is by understanding what happened, that it was all just a contract, and by forgiving everyone involved, yourself, this person, a third party, there was one, your parents, that are basically probably the reason you are getting attached like this. Everyone, you need to just forgive everyone. Understand that no one is there to deliberately hurt you, that you're not a victim, that's just what had to happen. Also understand it's not your fault. You did not cause any of this. It just is what it is. And bad things happen and pleasant things happen. That is the part of our experience on this earth. It's basically what it's about. It's a mix of experiences, good and bad, for everyone. Nobody has only great experiences. Someone does have better and someone does have worse, and we basically have different ones. But it all comes to the same thing. Okay? So I really want you to understand that and comprehend that, because it will help you. So just detach, let go, Say goodbye. I forgive you. Goodbye. Go now. Leave me. Go away from my head and embrace new energy and really try to stop the melancholy, stop the depression, stop the anxiety, and be productive. So promise yourself today tomorrow you're gonna do all of your chores. You're gonna get up early, you're gonna work, you're gonna do everything, and you're really gonna focus on being the best version of yourself. And basically, life is the meaning of life is just being the best version of yourself, working on yourself the whole time. And this does mean working on yourself spiritually, working on yourself in every other aspect as well. And it ain't shallow because it's all important. Working on your health is really important. Your mental health, but also your physical health. So, start working out if you're not. Start eating better. And this is different for everyone, of course, because we don't have the same habits or issues with, food. So whatever yours are, fix them. It's important. It's gonna bring your energy into balance. If you're getting up earlier, if you're working out, if you're eating properly, I'm not gonna tell you what to eat. It depends on a person. Some of us need to gain weight, some of us need to lose weight, some of us, are having eating disorders. Some of us, have anxiety, so they don't eat. It really depends. So whatever your issue with food is, fix it if you have one, or just choose more healthy food, whatever the case may be. So do that. That's like the start. Clean your house and do it yourself, because cleaning is really, I know it's a chore none of us like, but it's really good for our energy. So clean, keep your house clean, have a schedule, have a routine for everything. Keep yourself clean, keep yourself polished, just have little routines for your appearance, for your hygiene, and everything. Do something that makes you happy, if you're into it, go out on the weekends with your friends, party, dance, whatever you like to do, do it. Try to focus on, new things, maybe new people, whatever you like. Don't just stay in your bed crying and being miserable. You need to get yourself out of this as soon as possible. You need to stop being a victim. And I want you to really, really realize these things. And that is it. Now, you can open your eyes. Take a really deep breath in and out. And walk out of the victim mentality. Walk into your power, to your energy, knowing some things cannot be avoided, knowing some things need to happen, knowing we needed to experience this. And there was a reason for it, and we don't see it right now. But it's important for our growth, our spiritual growth. And definitely, every experience will change you a little bit. And you don't realize it, but it will make you better in a little bit. It will make you a little bit better. even though it hurts and sucks. You wouldn't be who you are without this experience, so you needed to have it. You just needed to have this experience. And soon it's just gonna be an experience. It's not gonna be this stressful, hurtful thing. It'll be just an experience you're gonna know you had to have. You learned something about yourself. You learned that you need to have some boundaries. You learned a lot, basically. You definitely did, even though you don't realize it. Accept it. Accept the lesson. Accept the experience. And thank for it, you know. Every experience is worthy, even the horrible ones. Thank for it. Forgive the person that was involved. It was just an actor that was involved into this experience that you needed to have. You were both just, actors. So be thankful for every experience you have. Forgiveness and giving thanks are really important. And you're fine. Nothing really happened to you. You just had a bad experience, but you're okay. You're still here. You're still you. And you're still very, very, very worthy of everything. And be like, okay, this just didn't work out. But, life goes on. And be just thankful for the past, for the present, and for the future. And usually, after a bad experience or a series of bad experiences, you get a really great one. You get some amazing miracle. That is how the universe works. It doesn't keep you suffering all the time. So prepare yourself for good things coming and let go of the old ones because they're nothing special. There's no need to search for and analyze it. It's basically just something that you needed to go through. There's no reason to analyze this person because they're really irrelevant. It's more about the experience than about the person that gave you the experience. Okay? So let go. Let go and move on.